Hi, kindergarten friends. October is Fire Prevention Month. And it's during this month that firefighters and schools try to help people become more aware of what we need to do in order to stay safe to avoid fires and what to do in case there was a fire. Think about, do you know anything that you need to do to avoid a fire? If you said maybe don't touch things that have flames, that's one of the things. You don't want to touch things that are hot, things with flames. What about if there was a fire? Do you know what you might do? If you said you'd have a plan to leave wherever the fire might be, that's great. That's called making an escape route. And here at school, we do fire drills. And during the fire drill, we practice what we would need to do if there ever was a real fire. How many of you at home have had a practice fire drill? Or maybe a plan. If there ever was a fire and you all had to get out of your home, do you have a place that you're going to meet up at? I know in our house, we have a plan. We have a flagpole out on our side yard, and that's where we're going to meet if there was ever a fire. Well, today we're going to find out about fire prevention and what we need to do in order to stay safe. Take a look at the cover of the magazine. And this is a magazine that you should have, and make sure you have it out in front of you so that you can read along as I'm reading it out loud. First of all, do you notice what vehicle is on the front cover? If you said fire engine, you're right. Here's what it says. Do you hear the fire truck? The fire truck is racing to the fire. Whee-oo, whee-oo. Can you make that sound? Let's turn the page. You can open it up so you can see the whole book. And the top title says, Do you hear the firefighters? We'd like you to try to make each sound. Take a look at the red box. Do you notice who is that in the picture? If you said firefighter, you're right. And what is that firefighter doing? Does it look like he's running to the fire? Because he is. They run to the fire. Their boots go clomp, clomp, clomp. Your turn. Take a look here. Do you see the firefighter, what he's climbing? They put up the ladder. The ladder goes clang, clang, clang. Can you make those sounds? Oh, do you see what this firefighter is doing? They spray the hose. The hose goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And look at the last blue box. The fire is out. The firehouse dog goes woof, woof, woof. Can you make the sound that the firefighter dog does? Now let's look at the bottom here. This is something we can talk about. Firefighters teach us never to touch anything that could be hot or start a fire. Which of these are never safe to touch? So they have a stove. If you think that is never safe to touch, circle it. Here's a bowl and spoon. If you think that's never safe to touch, circle it. Here's some matches. Is that ever safe to touch? How about a lit candle with the flame burning? What about a hanger? Or a fireplace? How about an iron, which adults use to make sure that clothes don't have wrinkles in them? And how about a hot cup of coffee? And this smoke coming from the coffee mug tells us it's hot. So your job is to circle any of these pictures that you feel are never safe to touch. You can do that now, or you can finish listening to the story and then go back and do it. So we're going to turn to the back page. I'd like you to do that along with me. Here, we have to help the fire truck get to the fire. Here's the fire truck, and here's the fire. And the way we have to do that is color in all the boxes with the uppercase F or the lowercase f. They did the first two for us. Here's an uppercase F, here's a lowercase f. You have to look along all the boxes, color all those with an upper and lowercase f, and it'll lead you to the fire. I hope that you have learned one new thing that you can do in order to stay safe and protect yourself if there ever was a fire. And we'd like you to share that one thing that you've learned with someone at home, or if you'd like to record yourself on Seesaw and share it with us, we would love to hear your ideas.